Okay, so I've been messing around with music apps again. Found a few more on Droidify in some of the F-Droid repos. And so they're both material design apps, and they both in some sense can conform to Material U theming. So like Zen Music is one. It's pretty simple as a music player app. So it's got like all the basic settings. If you turn that off, you can change the theme color, or you can make it conform to Material U, so it just does that. The settings here are pretty basic. There aren't that much to it, but it's got all the same basic tabs that you're probably used to. So albums, like, again, it's all material design, so it's all curved on the corners, and then your artist tab, you can go through, like, if it's in the metadata, of course it's going to sort it by that. Then your playlist. I haven't created any playlists in this, so actually I think that's what we might do, is we'll go and do create a playlist. So we've got a playlist with nothing in it. Then we can add to playlist, that one. We can go through, add to playlist, that one, to playlist, that one. So you've probably seen it before, so it'll have this whole playlist of stuff, and it looks pretty nice. Let me make sure that's turned down. And then if we go in to play it, we can shuffle through it. And so what I find kind of weird is I expected to tap this to go to now playing, and it didn't quite do that. So what you got to do is swipe up, and then it brings up that. So it looks pretty similar to your Spotify and what all the other like streaming music apps, which is where I believe they said they took inspiration from. But if you are listening to something, you can alter the speed, the pitch, and so on. And then here's your other stuff to save to the queue. It does use the music thing like in every other music app in Android. So if you're like on Android 13 or whatever, it'll use that box up there. And it does all the same things, basically. So one other thing that I found handy that most of the other music apps don't seem to have that I can see is the search thing here. Or at least it's not as robust as some of the search functions in the others. So I can sit here and search for whatever music I want to listen to, and I can set it going, but then I have to go back, of course, and then I can pop that up, of course, and then it's right there. So that, depending on what I want to listen to, searching for it is a lot easier than having to sift through like all these numbers of like things right here to try and find it, or adding it to a playlist. So this is, of course, the default music app on Calyx OS. So yeah, that's what it looks like as a comparison to what you might find in a standard music app. That one looks actually pretty nice. Then the other one, Symphony, is a straight up like material design one that has a search function. So if I search the same way I did in that one, you'll see I get somewhat different results. So I can go through songs and it's like not there at all. So if I go back, I can go back to my albums, and let me see if I can, it's in here somewhere. No, might be at the bottom. Okay, so you can see that none of the Halo stuff that I had already downloaded showed up when I searched for it. So like I said, some of them aren't as robust, but this basically follows many of the same rules as the other one. just about. Let me clear that out. Oh, and you can see that the music box like changed color based on it running in Zen music as well. But so can tap that, and it's got a different layout than even the others. So that's the one thing that you'll run into is like the different things. The one thing I did find weird is Symphony doesn't really have a playlist tab, and trying to search for playlists is kind of interesting. I don't know. I was trying to look around for it, and I just couldn't quite find where the playlists are, because you've got the home page here, and of course, same material design thing going on. But yeah, the playlists are just not quite showing up. But the settings are really basic. You can do fade in and fade out, which is something that I found I liked from A Player, which does that by default. Is when you pause it, it'll kind of fade out and then fade back in when you hit play. And then you can set the different control stuff, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, nothing really to... Ah, here we go. Playlist. I found it. So yeah, you do have your playlists. You do have to, like, switch things up. Folders is sometimes nice to sort through, which I found in music apps, because sometimes you have that one folder that just doesn't show up. Hello? Where's my thing? Folders, playlists. Oh, that's too many for you. That's why. I generally don't do it like that, so we can get rid of that. And now we've got our playlist. Here we can see our playlist and our folders. So if we go into storage, emulate 0, music, we can see all my music here. And I believe, where is it? Right there. I can sit here and select one of the OpenBSD songs, because sometimes that's nice to do. Or you can just shuffle the whole folder itself. And there's your queue. So those are kind of the two apps that I found, Zen Music and Symphony, which were pretty different. And I'm like, I want to try them out and maybe, you know, whatever. And Muck is kind of the same way. It's kind of that like streaming music type deal, but it's for your local library. I tried to unify that Spotify feel, but it's for the songs that are on your phone. But yeah. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, boost the video up, share this video with your friends. If you found it informative or you just want to chat, I've got plenty of places in the description, Discord, Guilded, and what have you. Check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one.